What's up, guys? DeAndre Donovan here, and today I'm going to be showing you some shiny variants I made using Color Splash, and for some of them I couldn't really find that right hue to just change. So yeah, so here we got Rowlet, probably my favorite out of the three Alola starters, but I'm not sure if I'm actually going to pick them. I'm not sure which one I'm actually going to pick. Litten's probably my least favorite, honestly. I mean, but then again, I sort of like his design because to me, it looked like Garfield the cat. I mean, look at that expression on its face. Girl, please. Next, we got Poplio. Second favorite, I think. I like sea lions, so I really don't see why people hate this guy, though. It looks cute. Look at that. I mean, it's got a big old head. It got a nose that look like it's holding a ball in its nose, how them circus sea lions are. Then we got Rockruff. Yes, Rockruff. Um, it's actually pretty adorable. And people are saying that those stones, those collar like stones on its neck, around its neck, those have something to do with that whole synchro evolution thing, like the whole secret that it hides with the Alola starters. And then we got Komala with the, oh man, I love its ability Comatose, where where it can only be affected by the sleep status condition. I actually like that because a lot of people like to paralyze me and what's that one word? What's that one status move? Poison me, and yeah. Oh, burn and freeze me and all that. I think I'm actually I'm pretty thankful that they made this ability. Like, if any Pokemon had this ability, best believe I would have used it. Like, use it in combat. Because I know a lot of people use poison. No, yeah, they use poison on me and all that. So, yeah. Then we got Peaky Peck. Ooh, ooh, ooh. I like woodpeckers. Woodpeckers are like one of my favorite birds. That's pretty much it. Young Goose. Honestly, it just looks like Donald Trump as a mongoose. But I mean, I like its design. I mean, it looks ferocious. Like, I can see its evolution getting like a sort of just I can see its evolution actually being Zangoose, but who knows? I mean, it's up to Game Freak to make this decision, or the Pokemon Company actually. Grubbin. Grubs look insanely horrifying in real life, so I'm glad they sort of made a cute grub. I can actually see Ash catching this in the Sun and Moon anime, but who knows? But then again, he only has Pikachu as his main electric Pokemon, so I don't really see that then. And then we got the Charjabug. Bug. Charjabug. I saw in one of its Pokédex things where it looks like when it's using one of its attacks, you can actually see its yellow eyes in those windshield things. It's the magic school bus. Come on, the magic school bus. Alright. Then we got Vikavolt or Vikavolt. I'm only suggesting Vikavolt because the whole Pika and all that, so I was thinking Vikavolt, but I think it's Vikavolt. I like its metallic wings and all that. Like, its metallic body structure. And it sort of looks like a steel and bug type, but it's actually electric and bug. So that's actually pretty cool. And I actually knew that Grubbin was actually gonna get an electric and bug evolution because one of its Pokédex things say it likes to hang around. Well, on Cerebi and all that, in Bulbapedia and all that, it's known to hang around power plants and all that, so I sort of hinted, bug and electric, so I was like, yes, finally, we might get a bug, we might get, an electric and flying, cockroach or fly, so, when we got an electric stag beetle, because it looks like a stag beetle to me, I was just dead. And then we got the old man Gudra. That's what I call him, old man Gudra, because it looks like an old version of Gudra, like a really, really old Gudra, except its skin turned bluish instead of purple, and it grew some slimy hair, I guess. I don't know. But we have Drampa. I wouldn't say I don't like his design. It's like I hate it, but then I don't like it. Like it's a very odd design. Like you can't really hate the design since the design is actually clever. I mean, it's a dragon grandpa. It actually looks like a dragon grandpa, and then like I like the design because of it. So it's sort of like a mutual. It's sort of like a neutral thing. Then we have Kim Kardashian. I mean, Bruxish. So, I have to say, this design just looks really, really ugly to me. Um, but it appears to be based on like triggerfish and all that, and all that stuff. They're really colorful. I like the colorful stuff. So, yeah. This is pretty much Jinx as a fish, in my opinion. Because, Jinx is psychic and ice. So then, it's, what's it called? Water and psychic. And I don't think we had a water and psychic since, Generation 2, I believe? Correct me if I'm wrong. Because we had, in Generation 1, we had Starmie, Slowpoke, and Slowbro, and then Generation 2 came along with Slowking. So, yeah. I'm actually pretty glad we have Water and Psychic again. But, I don't know, the design is colorful, but I think they made it too colorful, but I guess that's the point. So, it's like an ugly and beautiful design. But mostly ugly. I mean, look at them, look at them lips! But anyway, we gonna look at Cutiefly. It's a bug and fairy type. We don't have a bug legendary yet, but we do have a normal bug fairy. This is actually a unique combination because I never saw like a bug getting a bug and fairy typing. But I guess Game Freak is making like or the Pokemon Company like. Well, I can just say Game Freak. I guess Game Freak is like making what's it called? They're making bug and they're making unique type combinations nowadays. So I actually like his design. It's really, really cute. Anyway, moving on to Togedemaru. Togedemaru is probably like it's just cute. Like I want to cuddle with this thing. The only sad thing about it is that it has spikes, and I'm pretty sure those are electric spikes. Like when like those little spikes pop up on his back, like those triangular looking things. Yeah, those are spikes. But I would still keep this thing as a pet. Like, can't you like imagine like feeding yourself not feeding yourself, feeding this thing like one of those like little. I can like see myself just feeding it like a bunch of like berries and all that. Like it would look cute. Like imagine giving this thing Poke Puffs and Poke Ami. I almost said Poke Amino, but Pokemon Ami. That's adorable, right? Then we got Tapu Koko. Man, this design is on fleek. When I first saw this in the Japanese trailer, I thought they just straight up got a chicken bird, like a freaking like a stinking like chicken hawk tiki bird thing. And then when I saw like the thing like open up and like it did like and it turns out to be like little shield like hands, I was dead. Like I was just like, I need to get this thing. This is the Alola Guardian of the Mele Island. What's the island called? Let's go to Cerebi. Yeah, let's go to Cerebi. Where's Cerebi? Let's see what we have here. It is the guardian of. It's the guardian deity. Where did deity come from? It's the guardian deity of Mele Island. Okay, I was sort of close. So yeah. Then we got Solgaleo. Solgaleo isn't my favorite of the Sun and Moon duo. but it has a really cool design. I thought it was going to be a fire type, but it turns out to be a psychic and steel type. So yeah, the beast that devours the sun. And then we got Lunala. Yeah, I love Lunala's design. I love bats more than lions. So when I saw this like bat-like creature, oh, I thought we were gonna get like a ghost bat Pokemon, but it's ghost and psychic actually. So that's actually really cool. And then we got, last but not least, we got Magiarna. Magiarna, I'm not really a fan of its design, pretty much because it's a steel and it's a steel and fairy. Almost said psychic there. Steel and fairy Pokemon, and it looks like a, you know how like Diance's rock and fairy. I guess like, to me, in my opinion, it just looks like they just took Diancie, made a few changes, like made like a lot of changes, like metallic changes, like they went from rock to steel and then just changed the rock type into steel or something like that. That would actually be a really cool thing. Like instead of like being like the first, man-made Pokemon, like what if they found like a dead Diancie and then like no, hear me out. What if they had like a dead Diancie or Diancie and they literally like they manifest, or well, not really dead, but they took a Diancie, right? And they tried to make an artificial clone by making it a like a man-made Pokemon. Like they tried to make it their like modification. Like you know how they took like that fossil from a Pokemon from years back, and then they made it into Genesect, like Team Plasma. What if this Pokemon right now, like what if this Pokemon, what if this is a Diancie, but like a modified metallic Diancie. But enough about that. Time to get to the shinies. So for Rowlet, I made its brown wing, its brown feathers, sort of a minty color to bring out like a minty grass type coloring, and then I gave it like a raspberry, like leaf bow tie thing. I don't know. I just love this coloring. I was just messing around with the colorization. I was messing with the brightness a little bit when I changed the hue first, and then I started messing with the brightness, and then I just saw this. I was like, oh, love the minty color. And then I made Litten. I know you can barely see it. I sort of went overboard. I was thinking I was so into like the whole fire dark thing that Litten might actually become, because a lot of people are saying fire and ground. I really hope that Litten does not become fire and ground, because I don't really see fire and ground. I just can't see it with Litten. So seeing Litten right now, I gave it some like pink eyes, kind of give it like a poisonous fire like thing, and then I gave it like blue whiskers, stripes, blue stripes instead of red stripes, kind of have like some blue flames going on there, like a blue Charizard, well, Blueazard as I should say. Um, what's it called? Like, oh, Mega Charizard X. Yeah, that's what it's called. Then I made Poplio. I believe they did this with Spheal, right? The Seal Pokemon. I think they did this with Spheal, where they made it shiny purple. I guess that's where the inspiration of this shiny came from. I was sort of looking like I was like, I can actually see Poplio purple, but I don't know why. And then like at this moment, I just remembered like Spheal's shiny is purple, so maybe we can have like a whole seal thing going on, like just make its shinies like ooh, purple. Sound like you were not supposed to say. Hopefully, you guys do not pause the video right. Do not pause it. You're gonna stick with me in this video. Let's see, Rock Ruff. You're probably thinking, DeAndre, this is not a Rock Ruff. This is clearly a redesign of Poochyena. No, this is Rockruff. I wanted to make a shiny. I did not know what the color should be. I mean, it was brown. It looked cute. Like, I don't know. I like the brown puppy like thing. But then when I was like messing with the brightness, you know what I saw? Poochyena's coloring. So I sort of gave it this Poochyena colorization. You know, kind of like a homage, like an homage to Poochyena's color sprite. So you know how Poochiena turns brown. Oh, I just thought of something cool. So you know how Poochiena turns brown, and with the blue eyes when it's a shiny. What if I made this? What if I make this like Poochiena, like make Rockruff's Poochyena's colorization? That's the idea I got there. Game Freak needs to hire me, but then we got Komala. Okay, I couldn't find a color. I want to give the log a more moldy color, like a whole like look like it's covered in moss. If you catch my drift. And the only thing I found was this pink koala. Yes, I know this is unlikely not gonna happen, but I just wanted to see like a green log, like just make Kamala shiny hold a green log instead of a just a regular brown log. I mean, come on, son. Oh my gosh! You know what, Picky Peck. You know what? I don't even care if you guys see all of that. We got Picky Peck. Not much has really changed. I mean, I really just changed the eye color to green and the whatchamacallit. I made the red blue, the red crest head blue. I like, I actually like this color, like a blue woodpecker, because most woodpeckers we see they have like the red crest, but now we have a blue crest woodpecker. I wonder if there's a blue crested woodpecker. We need a blue crested woodpecker. We need to genetically modify a pileated woodpecker. Wait, which one's critically endangered? The ivory crested woodpecker or the pileated? No, the pileated woodpecker. Yeah, we need to make the pileated woodpecker, like genetically modify it and just like give one with like a blue crested head. But anyway, moving on, we got a young goose. Okay, so I had a colorization for it before. I wanted to make it look more realistic, like the color of a real mongoose, but I couldn't find the right colorization. So I just decided, you know what? I should just make it look more badger-like, because you know how badgers are sort of black and gray. I know this isn't really black and gray since the hair, the Trump hair, is sort of a purplish, like a really really pale purple. So as you can see with the teeth, I sort of made them a little yellow, kind of make it look like this thing got cavities for days. So, yeah, couldn't really change its color. Okay, then we got Grubbin back at it again with the purple skin. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I wanted to give it like a little Caterpie like colorization. I know Colorpy does. What the heck is Colorpy? Caterpie does not have a bluish Caterpie does not have a bluish red, like not bluish purple, like he doesn't have a bluish purplish design, you know what I mean. Yeah, I didn't think this through. I was trying to make it look like Caterpie a little bit, but I got the green part right at least. But anyway, we got this loaf of bread, the magic scubas, the meatloaf. No, for real, like Charger Bug's shiny that I made here looks like a mechanic, meatloaf. Why are people making fireworks already? They should wait until it's nighttime. Oh yeah, it's 4th of July. Well, it's 4th of July. If you guys couldn't tell, I'm recording this on 4th of July. So if you hear popping, it's fireworks. I don't know why they're doing it in the middle of the day. But anyway, I made Charger Bugs red. Yeah, I just made Charger Bug red. I don't know. It just looked cool to me. And I gave it like little green mechanical windshields. But anyway, look at this. Look at that. Oh my gosh. Oh my god. Oh my. I just cannot stand how beautiful Vikavolt Shiny is right now. Like, oh, 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 oh. I was trying to make it yellow, and then I just saw this metallic red coating on it. I just thought, oh my gosh, it looks so beautiful on it. So I just kept it that way. I mean, this for real just looks like it was just like it just looks like we just polished its skin, like it's metallic like skin, man. As you can see here, I made Drampa look like Gudra. I'm sorry, it just looks like Gudra so much, I just had to make it shiny look like it. Like an old man Gudra. I think I actually might name it Old Man Gudra. Or Lord Drampa. Maybe Lord Drampa. Or Drampadra. Or Good. Or Gramgoo. Gramgoo. That. Gramgoo confirmed 2016. As you can see here, I obviously made it from a pretty color, Bruxish from a pretty color to a more uglyish color, like no one wants to catch it kind of way. I sort of did this on purpose, we have, we have Bruxish, as like this beautiful but ugly Pokemon, but we just have this straight up ugly Pokemon right here. So I'm sort of happy with this design. And as you can see, Cutiefly, I sort of gave it another minty like thing to, cause Cutiefly sort of looks like a pixie kind of. So I gave it like that little pixie like design. And then I gave Togedemaru this radioactive color because I feel it in my bones enough to make my system blow. Yeah, I gave it like this radioactive coloring because I couldn't really find a color, so I was like, I'll just make it a little green and make it look radioactive. But Tapu Koko, look at that. It looks like it's straight out of like lightning. Like it looks like real life, like a real life lightning monster. Like it looks like it's for real electric type, man. So, or maybe ice. It looks more like an ice type. But it's whatever you want to call it. Tapu Koko, oh my gosh, it just looks amazing. So Galio, I sort of gave it like a lunar phase sort of thing, like a lunar colorization for it to sort of have the colorization of its moon counterpart. And for its counterpart Lunala, I made it sort of reddish, kind of made it look like a solar-like Pokemon. So I call this method the shiny counterpart. Like I call this the counterparting shiny or something like that. I don't know. In Magirna, I sort of just gave this brown shiny looking thing. Just looked like it's shining. But anyway, I made like its little chest. I made like the chest part blue and all that. I couldn't really think of a design because, I can't really, cause like for me, I don't really work with pale colors. Like I don't work with bland colors. Like it gotta be like a real colorful Pokemon. So, anyway, that's all I have for you guys today. I hope you guys enjoyed and comment what video I should do next, cause I can probably record some games on my iPad. I'm recording this from my iPad. You guys do what you want to do. Don't forget to rate, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. DeAndre Hawk 7 out.